Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. Now, the Karnataka government has introduced the Karnataka Hate Speech and Hate Crime Prevention Bill in the State Assembly. The legislation, which was approved by the State Cabinet on December 4, proposes fines of up to 1 lakh rupees and imprisonment of up to 10 years for violations. According to the bill, any expression which is made, published or circulated in words, either spoken or written or by signs or by visible representations or through electronic communication or otherwise in public view with an intention to cause injury, disharmony or feelings or enmity or hatred or ill will against the person, dead or alive, class or group of persons or community to meet any prejudicial interest is hate speech. In fact, let's take a look at what the bill actually is, because it's important to understand the various parts that's included in the bill, what it actually means for the public and how we are going to look at this going forward. So, the Karnataka Hate Speech and Hate Crime Prevention Bill, this has been introduced. Offences to be tried by judicial magistrate first class, all cognizable and non-bailable for swift justice. So, the judicial magistrate first class will be taken cognizance of all the hate crimes that are coming to the fore, and you have to remember that they will in fact make sure that this is non-bailable offence. Now, executive magistrates and senior police take preventive action against likely hate crimes per bill guidelines. So, as per the bill guidelines, there are also executive magistrates who are going to make sure that if there is something that they fear might happen, a hate speech, they can take preventive action regarding that. It exempts good faith publications for education, science, art, literature or religious purposes without promoting hatred. So, one of the exceptions is that if it is published in good faith, then there can be an exception to this rule. Now, courts may award compensation to victims based on harm from hate speech or crime under new provisions. So, under the new provisions, the victim might also get a compensation, and the compensation amount actually depends on the kind of hate crime that was committed against him or her. Now, the state empowers intermediaries to block, remove online hate content from digital platforms immediately. So, the intermediaries have now been empowered that they can remove all kinds of hate speech that is or has been put up. Organizations held liable for hate crimes with responsible officers accountable unless due diligence proven. So, if there is an organization that's involved in this entire crime, then action will be taken against those people who are responsible for those organizations. This bill covers spoken, written, visual or electronic hate propagation based on religion, race, caste or gender bias. So, it covers all kinds of it can be spoken word, visual word or written communication. It covers everything that is there, and it repeat hate speech violators face 2 to 10 years imprisonment and 1 lakh rupee penalty under the bill. So, 2 to 10 years imprisonment if you are a repeat violator of this law, and you will also have to pay up to 1 lakh rupees in fines. Now, this proposed law imposes 1 to 7 years jail for first time hate crime offenders plus 50,000 rupee fine. So, for first time hate offenders, the jail duration depends from 1 to 7 years and 50,000 rupees in fines. Karnataka Hate Speech and Hate Crimes Prevention Bill 2025 targets inflammatory statements made publicly. So, if you are making an inflammatory statement publicly, then this is the bill that will come into the picture. Remember that it is a very important bill. We have got you the exemptions that are there. If there are some statements that have been made for public good in good faith, then in education, in art, in science, that can be an exception. However, all others will face punishment and will also have to pay a fine. Joining us live on the broadcast is my colleague Belly Thomas with more on this. Belly, what more could you tell us about this new bill that has been proposed?
Shivani, this is a comprehensive bill that has been tabled at the winter sessions assembly in Karnataka's Belagavi district. This draft bill proposes that hate speeches and hate crimes would be made stringently punished if it is proved, and this are considered as non-cognizable and non-bailable offence and would be presented before a first-class judicial magistrate is what we gather. So inflammatory speeches, as in the hate speech, it says that anything spoken or written or expressions on the online platform or made publicly would amount to prosecution under this bill if it were to hurt any sentiments of any religion, caste, sex, orientation towards any sexuality and other aspects as well, like language, creed, race, color, and other divisions in the community as such. So anything with regards to any content on this coming on any platforms would be prosecuted under this bill, and the first time offenders will have to pay a penalty of rupees 50,000 and will have to undergo a jail imprisonment of 1 to 7 years, and the repeat offenders would be from 2 to 10 years with 1 lakh penalty is what we have, or both. So this is the kind of the bill proposes, and this was tabled amid stiff opposition by the BJP, who claimed that it was targeting.
All right, Belly, stay on with us. In fact, I'm also joined by Mohan Krishna, BJP spokesperson, who's joining us via the phone line on the broadcast. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. A very good morning to you. When you look at this proposed bill, sir, how do you view this entire hate speech and hate crime bill that is coming into the picture?
Good morning, Shivani. This bill is proposed targeting one community and one party in major. That's the first point. Second, importantly, there are so many reformations could have been done by this government. It's very unfortunate they are putting their hand into this. Of course, this bill will be passed because they have their majority in both the assembly as well as council. But how they implement this is going to be a biggest issue. It should not be taken into hand and to shut the mouths of the people, irrespective of whatever is happening in the state. And hatred should not be shown by the politicians as well as the bureaucrats by taking this law into their hands. And ultimately, their aim is to see that Sanatan issue should not be spoken in public. They can do anything, but people should not speak anything.
Absolutely. In fact, stay on with us, sir. I also have Satya Prakash, Congress spokesperson, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Prakash, how do you respond to the allegations that this targets a particular community, this targets particular people, and that it is against free speech?
Hi, Shivani. My friend Mohan Krishna has accepted on national TV today, and I am so thankful to him. He is saying that this law that the Karnataka government has brought, the Karnataka Hate Speech and Hate Crimes Prevention Bill 2020, is targeting his party BJP and his ideological arms, the RSS, the Bajrang Dal, and all the fringe elements who are hell-bent on lighting communal fires in this country. Thank you so much, Mr. Mohan Krishna, that you have accepted. Yes, this Congress government in Karnataka, through this bill, is targeting all communal elements in this country. Those communal elements can belong to Hindu community, those communal elements can belong to Christian community, those communal elements can belong to Muslim community, any community. We are a centrist party, we are a secular party, we don't differentiate between religions, like Hindu, Muslim, Christian. For us, a communal is a communal. We don't differentiate between Brahmin, Kshatriya, all SC, ST and all. Anyone who does criminal act, who does discrimination based on caste, who does hate speech based on caste, who does hate crimes based on caste, religion, we are going to target through this bill. Karnataka, we will not allow Karnataka to become another UP. We will not allow Karnataka to become another Gujarat. Karnataka is the land of Baswanna. We are a state for all religions. We are a state for all castes. Today what has happened is all the fringe elements, the communal elements in this state have misused the generic laws, criminal laws that are there, and a lot of people are escaping prosecution since our laws are not tight. Today what this law, Karnataka Hate Speech and Hate Crimes Prevention Bill 2020 has done is, it has filled the legal gap, addresses hate speech explicitly. Hate speech and hate crimes are clearly defined, covering grounds like religion. It is BJP and RSS who use religion for their political cause, who use religion to discriminate people in the state. This bill also clearly defines hate crimes, hate speech based on caste, community, gender, language, place of birth, etc. It is a state level hate law. Until now there are only generic laws. Today Karnataka is the first state, since any laws is a concurrent subject, it comes under state and center. Karnataka is the first state to make such a law so that all the anti-social elements, whether they can belong to any religion, they will not be allowed to light fires in the society. No citizen of Karnataka will be bullied by these criminal communal elements, be it RSS, be it Bajrang Dal, be it some Muslim outfit, be it Christian outfit. This bill doesn't differentiate between a Hindu, Muslim. Just go through the bill. Does it differentiate between a Hindu criminal, between a Muslim criminal, between a Christian criminal? No. Any guy, even if he targets Hindu, will be punished. If any guy targets Christian, he will be punished. If any communal criminal targets Muslims, he will be punished. Karnataka is the state of Baswanna. Here we don't differentiate between caste. Here we don't differentiate between religion. For us, every religion is the same. For Congress, a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, all are on the same egalitarian field. So this law, the BJP should support this law. The good thing that has happened to the people of Karnataka is, in future, any communal element, whether he is from RSS, VHP, Bajrang Dal, or even SDPI or any other outfit, will tremble in fear if he has to do any hate crime or hate speech in the state of Karnataka, is all I'm going to say, Shivani.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Prakash, and thank you so much, Mohan Krishna, for joining us on the broadcast. I will go across to my colleague Rumi Mishra, who's joining us with more details about this bill, which is expected to cause a lot of debate in the assembly.